Nothing beats the taste of a homegrown tomato, and some of the best ones are the old varieties our grandparents used to grow. In this video, we'll look at 15 classic tomatoes that filled gardens, kitchens, and canning jars for generations. They're full of flavor, easy to grow, and worth trying. Let's take a look at these timeless garden tomato varieties that grew in old gardens. First, we will start with a classic, the mortgage lifter tomato. In the 1930s, a radiator repairman from West Virginia bred this tomato and began selling the seedlings. They were so popular that he sold enough to pay off his entire mortgage, and that's how the tomato got its name. It's a big, meaty, pink-red tomato with few seeds and almost no cracking. People especially loved it for sandwiches. Just one slice could cover an entire piece of bread. It grows strong even in poor soil and delivers a rich, old-fashioned flavor that made it a favorite for generations. Next comes the Brandywine, a true classic in the garden. With its large potato leaf plants and dusky pink fruits, it doesn't look like a typical tomato. The taste is rich, sweet, and a little bit tangy, with a soft texture that melts in your mouth. It takes its time to ripen, but gardeners have always said it's worth the wait. This variety likes space and airflow, so it's not ideal for tight rows. But give them room, and they'll reward you with tomatoes that put store-bought ones to shame. Now let's talk about the yellow pear tomato, a tiny golden fruit shaped just like a miniature pear. This heirloom variety was a staple in backyard gardens. Grandmas tossed them into fresh salads, pickled them for winter, or handed them to kids who'd snack on them straight from the vine. The taste is sweet and mild, and the plants are incredibly generous. From midsummer to the first frost, the vines would be covered in fruit. If you grow it once, you'll quickly understand why it became such a classic in so many family gardens. Another essential variety is the Rutgers tomato, a true favorite that earned its place in countless gardens and kitchens. The Rutgers tomato is medium-sized, round, and boasts a deep red color with thick flesh, making it perfect for slicing as well as cooking. Its balance of sweetness and acidity made it ideal for hearty sauces, comforting soups, and even homemade ketchup, a favorite in pantries across the nation. But what really set it apart was its excellence in canning. Rutgers tomatoes hold their texture and taste remarkably well in jars, providing families with a reliable, flavorful tomato supply through the cold months of winter. Cherokee Purple is one of the most unique and flavorful tomatoes you'll find. With its dusky, reddish-purple skin and green shoulders, it stands out from the typical bright red varieties. Originally passed down by Cherokee communities, this heirloom was nearly lost to time until it was revived by seed savers in the 1990s. While its skin may crack and its appearance isn't picture-perfect, the flavor more than makes up for it. Deep, earthy, sweet, and slightly smoky. It's a favorite for slicing and enjoying fresh, where its bold taste can truly shine. Moving on to Homestead tomatoes. They were especially useful for hot, humid climates. Bred to thrive in high heat, they produce firm, red fruits that resist cracking even under tough conditions. In the 1950s and 60s, they became a favorite among gardeners looking for something dependable. Homestead tomatoes are excellent for slicing, and their sturdy nature makes them a solid choice for anyone dealing with challenging weather. Next up is German Johnson, another standout variety. This pinkish-red tomato is large, mild, and low in acid, making it a good choice for those with sensitive stomachs. It's also one of the parent varieties used to create the famous Brandywine. German Johnson tomatoes are often stuffed or sliced for fresh eating, thanks to their smooth texture and generous size. They grow on strong, vigorous plants and tend to produce heavy yields, making them a reliable option for gardeners who want both flavor and abundance. Car Willie tomatoes were named after a country singer and gained popularity in the 1970s and 80s. These medium to large tomatoes have a bright red-orange hue and a well-balanced, classic flavor that works beautifully both fresh and cooked. Known for their dependability, they produce steadily throughout the season, making them a favorite among gardeners who want consistent harvests. Whether sliced into sandwiches or simmered into sauces, Car Willie delivers reliable taste and performance. Moving on to Golden Jubilee, This variety brings a splash of vibrant color to the garden. Introduced in the 1940s, this bright orange tomato stands out not just for its looks but also for its flavor. It's known for being mild, low in acid, and pleasantly sweet without any sharp bite. The firm texture makes it ideal for slicing into fresh salads, and its smooth, mellow taste is perfect for juicing. If you're looking to mix things up beyond the usual reds, Golden Jubilee is a beautiful and tasty alternative. And now a variety called Ace 55, this tomato gained popularity in the 1950s for its low acidity and dependable texture. It's a bright red, medium-sized variety that was especially prized for fresh eating, perfect in salads and sandwiches. Unlike softer types, Ace 55 doesn't turn mushy, making it ideal for slicing and storing. Its long shelf life made it a favorite among market gardeners who needed tomatoes that could hold up during transport. While its flavor is milder than some heirlooms, it performs reliably in many gardens and remains a solid choice for those seeking a gentle, easy-to-grow tomato. Moving on to San Marzano. This tomato is legendary when it comes to making sauce. Originally from Italy, it gained popularity in home gardens for its rich, concentrated flavor and excellent cooking qualities. These tomatoes are long and slender with thick flesh and very few seeds. Their low water content makes them ideal for creating thick, flavorful pasta sauces, slow roasting, or drying. Unlike juicier varieties, San Marzano holds its shape and cooks down beautifully, making it a favorite for anyone who loves to cook with tomatoes. And now, moving on to Purple Calabash, a tomato that immediately catches the eye. With its deep purple hue and heavily ribbed, almost pumpkin-like shape, it looks like something out of an old botanical illustration. But this tomato isn't just about looks. The flavor is bold, tart, and slightly smoky, making it a favorite for those who like a more intense taste. Though it dates back much further, Purple Calabash saw a revival in the 1980s and 90s thanks to dedicated seed savers. It's a true conversation piece in the garden and a standout on the plate. Next is Green Zebra. And no, it's not unripe. This tomato is meant to look that way. With bright green skin and yellow stripes, it added a pop of color to any garden basket. But it wasn't just for looks. Green Zebra has a firm bite and a bold, tangy flavor that's slightly sweet, making it perfect for salads or pairing with cheese. It became popular in the late 20th century, and while it may not go back as far as some of the others, many gardeners added it to their beds for its standout flavor and appearance. Now, here's a showstopper, the Hillbilly tomato, but don't let the name fool you. This one's stunning, with huge golden orange fruits streaked with red inside and out. It's sweet, juicy, and low in acid, the kind of tomato you slice thick and eat fresh with just a pinch of salt. Hillbilly tomatoes came out of the Appalachian region and were passed down through generations. Gardeners love them not just for their size, but for their rich, mellow flavor that holds up on its own. If you're looking for a tomato that feels like summer in every bite, Hillbilly is a must. And finally, we end with the red currant, the tiniest tomato of the bunch, but one of the most charming. These little fruits grow in clusters, barely larger than a pea, and were often found growing along fences or tucked into the corners of old gardens. Their flavor is bright, sweet, and just a little sharp, perfect for snacking straight off the vine. They're incredibly productive and hardy, thriving even in poor soil or dry summers. While they might not be big, red currants earned their place in Grandma's garden by being reliable, flavorful, and always offering something to harvest.